Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Pure, your instructor. And why are you watching this? That's because you enrolled in this class, Physical Hazards Control, also known as PHC. This is the specific orientation, which covers things that apply to this specific course, Physical Hazards Control only. There are other orientations for the other ones, other classes. So you should have already watched the video General Orientation Spring 2025, and that covers things about all the courses. And this one just is very specific. So be sure to watch that one first, and be sure to watch them both. If you call me with a question about them and you haven't watched them, I'll know, all right? Because I've had it before. Did you watch the video, the orientation? No. Well, ask. Your questions are answered in there most of the time, all right? The book is the OSHA book used by Mrs. McConnell in another class, about 29 CFR 1910. And you can find these regulations on the internet if you prefer, but this book makes it easier to read, in my opinion. So, but we'll be looking at 29 CFR 1910 or maybe it's 1904 also, but mostly 1910. And it's all in that big, thick 2-inch book that Mrs. McConnell uses in her class. And this is for the general orientation. Okay, again, I'm Mr. Pule, your instructor. You can find out more about me by watching that video, How I Became a Safety Professional in My OSHA Experience. This video covers many on-the-job accidents I have seen and my encounters with OSHA. It's available in all classes, so if you viewed it once, you don't have to view it again unless, of course, you enjoyed it so much. Be sure to view it at least once. There's a lot of good stuff in it. I don't have office hours to call Albert, but I'm readily available by phone, text at 918-839-6990, a number you're going to find all over the place. Or email me at rwpuhl@carlalbert.edu. I can come to the Poto campus to meet with you if need be. Don't be afraid to call me. Don't say, "Oh, I'm sorry to bother you." It's not a bother. That's my job, okay? This is a vital course for safety professionals and supervisors. We'll deal with many OSHA regulations, real laws that you will need to be familiar with in the workplace. People will come to you expecting you to have knowledge about this, have all the safety answers. Hazards are all around us. We can stumble and try to figure out how to handle them, or we can learn in this course. Most of us probably know somebody who's been injured at work. Maybe some of you probably work and maybe have received some of this training that we'll go over in this course. You might have received some of it somewhere else. That happens in safety. A lot of stuff overlaps. People get hurt at work. Most accidents are minor, thank God. Some are serious and some are life-changing and some are even fatal. This is serious business. Most, if not all, can be prevented. We'll learn ways to do that. In other words, we're going to learn some steps you can follow. OSHA regulations are not easy to read. If the module calls for you to read them, read them. There's a reason for this. You'll be reading them on the job, so you better get used to it. Path of success is simple. Read the material, watch the videos, and do a decent job on the work and turn it in on time, just like you would do at work. That's it for this orientation. And have fun in the class.